Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all. Peak flow. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the longtime Bronco, Jason Elam, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
Let's go, baby.
Here we go, set, 60 Pittsburgh, General West. Hey, high 7. Ready.
Now the Hall of Famer, this is Gale Sayers. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
When you think about big-time middle linebackers, you do think about the strength and the force that they play with, as we just saw there from Brian Urlacher. But what an athlete. Remember, he was a safety in college at the University of New Mexico.
And in the NFL Defensive Player of the Year back in 05, also Bears all-time leading tackler, almost 1,800 of them. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Now.
52's the mic.
And let's pin them in. Let's go.
2nd and 9 now. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9.
Man, I got you.
50 tall. Yep. Go.
Looking to throw. Warner. That's caught. It's Jerry Rice. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Pilot, 64. Wait. Yes. Shift. Rock it. Shoot.
They'll run it. Here's Okoye. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Go.
To throw on second down, Warner. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Got it.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
50's the mic. Here we go again.
Back to throw. Warner. In a double coverage. coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Love. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Luck on first down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Khalil Mack. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. After the sack on first down, Luck. Now he's forced out left. He'll try and run it, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards. Throwing on third down, Luck. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Check 52. 5. Go.
He's mine.
Check. Fresno. Sit.
On the give, this is Sayers. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go. 50. Plant.
Cross the pass.
Topper.
He's coming.
Hey, box drop.
Check 9.
Hey.
He's going for it, moving.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out.
Check back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. Look at me. Zipper. Check 25. Hey. That's me.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you, you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
20! And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
On third down, it's very simple. Make sure you get beyond the sticks, make the catch, pick up the first down. But in this case, he turned into bonus time and was off to the races for a monster play.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point by Elam, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. Following the touchdown, here's Elam to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. But right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
A gain of 15. And the Bears first down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score.
Ready, break.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Now. 52's the mic. Stay with your man. Ready, ready.
Earl Thomas in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Safety's creeping. Check 99.
Hey, Zoo.
Alert 3. Check. Check hot route.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Warner. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
52's the mic, boy. 52. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Hey, echo.
52. Watch 52.
Let's go.
On third down, Warner. That's complete to Christian Okoye. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Hey, exit. Bang, bang. Bang, bang. Yep. Motion.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Caught by his running back, Sayers. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Yeah.
Check that. We got Mike 52 right here. Let's go.
2nd and 5. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 yards there and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
5-2 with the Mike. Mike 5-2.
X3. 218. Chop.
Field. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
Go.
I'm going to run you over.
Looking to throw. Warner. That one complete to Okoye. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
I got it. Showing up.
Go.
Mike 52. Hey, watch the lane.
It'll be Warner on 1st down. Tries for Rice, intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a third down.
It's now 3rd and 9.
12. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the Mike. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Mike 52.
A shotgun snap for Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Urlacher, what a force getting in there for the sack.
They need stops to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, high 7. General West.
That's got to be a long
Go.
That's got to be a long day.
Get.
Here's Okoye. Powering his way forward and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 1st down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
Yo, faster, now.
A run at Sayers' right side. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Go.
Check. Lucky.
Hey. Smooth.
On 2nd down, Warner. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Back to throw. Warner. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They'll start out on the ground at Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. On 1st down, Barkley. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
They'll try the air now with Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
11.
And the blitz does come. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Ray Lewis drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. As it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. Take it at the 37. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Let's go now. 10-2 soft. Hey, Haywood.
Let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Protein spill. Ready?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, box truck.
He's heavy on the edges. Hey, alert 3.
Warner to throw. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
Hey, watch it.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike.
No.
52. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Warner. And the pressure gets to him again. Von Miller able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Not today, bro. Not today.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 52.
Yes.
I got you.
Go.
52.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warner. He'll rifle this one deep. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that was going to hurt, and in a big way.
A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
That's it. Big hit.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So go. Green inning. Crawl.
Mike 52.
Luck on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warner. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now Warner looking for his running back, and he's got him. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. They run with Sayers.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has a lot of hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, More times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a one-score game. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got plenty to catch.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Eagles in the victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with 1.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. For the genie with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why you treat women good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. 10 Lobo.
Hatchet.
80 weapons.
Jam. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
Look at me. Zipper.
Switch.
Ready.
Now a 5-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 29.
Let's go.
A huge play there right off the bat. Give him 42 yards on the ground.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Slam. Shift. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Hey.
Check. Motion out of the backfield. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Warner. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Check four. Check. Save.
6-6. Bullet high. Go.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Smith.
Mike 50. Oh, get him. Watch the safety creep. Kill.
Bravo. Shoot.
Back to throw. Warner. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. It's first and 10 at the 14.
Yeah. Hey, Haywood.
45 the Mike. Too late.
Yep.
45. Mike.
Yes.
Watch the twist.
Hey, Sam off.
Watch the whip.
Hit it.
A run. This is Sayers. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
45,
At the 10-yard line.
Go.
Let's put that team on the bus. 45.
Blue draw corkers.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day. Check 31. Check 31.
Yo, go.
Slam.
They'll run with a Hall of Famer, Sayers. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Check 45 tonight. You ain't got
X3. 218. Chop it.
He's checking. Crap.
5.
Undercrunch.
Go. Deep grip.
Here's a give now to Sayers. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Now Jan Stenerud on for the field goal try. Stenerud's kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Now a hit and a loose football. Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson taking it in as the Bears push further out in front.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
Get ready.
1st down and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
It's just me and you. Kill. One left. Hey, turn it up.
Run it. Hey, easy.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 37-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard.
Tight on this side, boy. Tight on the left.
Hey.
Move. 3 down.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally marked down at the 23. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
36 power. No time.
Now Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 6 yards away. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point.
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Rice. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 24.
Look at me. Zipper.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score.
You got him. Ha-ha, you got him.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll try a toss here with Sayers. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Hey. Ready?
Warner. That's complete to Gale Sayers. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
On the ready.
45 to Mike. Let's get the ball.
Now. Hey, Alpha.
Check 45 to Mike.
Let's go.
They'll run now with Okoye. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
45.
Yep.
Mike, 45. All day, dog. Share.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Say go.
Now a first down throw. Warner. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, Warner. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Single. Hey, watch 13. Watch tight end.
Now Warner. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out.
Got it.
Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
Mike's 50.
Go.
Mike's 50. Watch the screen.
On 4th down, Warner. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
52, Mike 52. Let's go, Heavy.
Friday.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Watch the twist. Shit.
Go, guys. 4 down.
Here's Wilson. Throwing again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
1st down and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This will be taken short. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Block that. Hey, alert.
Hey, 0. Get in the weight room.
Good touch.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, they get 14 yards there at a first down. To throw is Wilson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Touch 50. 95.
Again, Wilson. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, let's see. He was 8 of 13 prior to that pass. Now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game. Not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
Mike 52. Echo. Mike 52.
2nd and 10 now. Wilson. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally stop him as he's...
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Put numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points of God.
Big numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first pure kicker ever in the Hall of Fame, Jan Stenerud, to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken very short. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Line in. 23. Check. Hey, kill.
First down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 35-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Kill. Let's go. Check safety.
A give to the game's all-time leader, Emmitt Smith. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 15 yards on the play, first down. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, 50 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. No, go. Get it.
Now Sayers. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Ready to break.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8.
Hey, Delta.
It's second and 8.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Yeah, baby.
15-9.
That's a gain of 6.
Hey, Wahoo!
Hey, Mike's 50. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Mike 50. I got it.
Hey, high 7.
Hey, we got Mike 50.
Hey!
It's been a long day for you. Hey, Mike 50. Let's go, D.
Here's Warner. Caught by his running back, Sayers. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Look at me, zipper. Bam. Five.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey. Ready?
To throw on second down, Warner. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Check my 50.
Looking to throw. Warner. And that is incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on fourth.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready? 30 base. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Don't let him breathe. Play that top deep. Don't let him breathe.
Spud.
Yep.
Hit it.
2nd and 11. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Watch the run. Mike 50.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Back to throw. Warner. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Mike's 50. Let's go. 50's the Mike. 50's the Mike.
He's tight. Alpha. Yeah. Big ripper.
On 4th down, Warner. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Aikman on 1st down. That one complete to Elliott. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Go.
On 1st and 10, it's Aikman. They'll find his running back. It's Emmitt Smith. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
52's the Mike, boys. 50. You get blocked.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 26 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked by Mel Renfro, the Hall of Famer.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters, and this is what he's always had, and that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here.
And he's going to be taken down. Back across midfield, just across midfield at the 49. Khalil Mack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
47.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt.
Hey, Delta. Shoot.
And now a carry here for their fullback. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
Let's get off the field.
A good solid game there on first down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
Hey, wahoo! Mike 50, Mike 50. Come off the ball. Hey, look at me, zipper. 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hit it.
On second down, Warner. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I got you. No, check that. Right here.
They'll throw on 1st down with Aikman. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3.
Get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Warner. That'll be caught by Rice. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
First down.
Hey, orbit.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 40-yard line.
Warner to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Hey, check. Mike 55.
Now Warner. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Ray Guy now. Back deep for the Cowboys, Tavon Austin. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, Aikman got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage.
On the ready.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the...
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Deion Sanders. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
8 read.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get this up only to about the 33.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
3rd and long for Prescott. Terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams 5-3, Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, This is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. If you lose to someone, anyone, it could knock you out of the race.
Check that. We got Mike 52.
Now Aikman staring at 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep left, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Terrell Owens, 72 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10.
Alert 3.
Go.
I got it.
Hey, Alpha. On the snap.
On the give, this is Sayers. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Pilot, 64, quick.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
Check.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warner throwing the out route and complete. It's Holt. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Hey, dude.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike 50, look at me. Zipper.
Mike 50.
Hey, seam 6. 5.
On 1st and 10, Warner. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mike 50.
Hey.
Let's go, D. Mike's 50.
Ready.
It'll be Warner on 1st down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Holt. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears. Warner now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. And Too Tall Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. To throw on 2nd down. Warner. Now Warner's hit, and he loses it.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
He's going to let this go for the end zone. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, high 7.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. All right, D. Let's turn. All right, D.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54.
On 4th down, Warner. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Prescott now. Open man is Michael Irvin, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. This quarterback now a perfect 6 for 6 since taking over. Can't ask for better than that. 1st and 10. Now Aikman looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to get away. A strong running. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Here we go. Go on in. Here we go. Going to 54. Wide in. Go, go, go. Slam, slam, slam. Okay. You.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And this one caught by Des Bryant. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Aikman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's the Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor doing what he does best. They go play action now. Aikman, he's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. 2nd straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Aikman. He completes it to Bryant. And they are going to score. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our 2 quarterbacks, certainly 2 of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
On the set. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Look at me. Zipper.
Now the Hall of Famer. This is Gale Sayers. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, 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 hey. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Come to Wild World. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. What? Dude.
Here's Warner. That's complete to Christian Okoye. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Hey, Charlie.
Now a carry for Okoye. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
8 read. Alpha. Hey, Zoo. 52, Mike 52. Tackles. New Mike 52.
To throw on second down, Warner. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, team 6. Hey, Jack.
Warner. Man open, Rice. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47.
Check. Lucky. Get it.
To throw, Warner. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Holt. A gain of 6 there on first.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Yeah. Hey, Mike 52. No chance.
Now Warner. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone?
Got it. 52's the mark, boy. 52. Hey, wahoo! Number 61, Matchbox White. Yo, go, go! Get even. You gotta get that. Ready?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
Hey, we got 4 down. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Warner. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy. Let's go. 6-6, pull it high. Jump. Go. Let's go.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop.
2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Set up. 10 Lobo. 52 right here. 52. Watch the out. Shoot.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
6 guys. Check you draw quarters. Get it.
Here's Steve Young out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense.
Now Barkley stripped of the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity missed.
It definitely was because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Second turn, defense, let's go. Move.
To throw is Young. Going to throw again. Now he'll pull it down. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv act there, good for 9. And now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Back two, the Mike. Mike back two. Mike back two. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Pick and choose the Mike. Watch Mike, watch Mike. 5. You can't block me. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go.
2nd and 11. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, watch out, watch out. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Alert flare, flare. Greystone travel. Check 13, check 13. Look, squeeze. Shoot.
Now a handoff here to his running back. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Hey, Charlie.
Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey, tight. 52's the mic, boy. 52.
Hey, Alpha.
Switch up.
Hit it.
On second down, Warner. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Mike 52. Mike 52.
Hey, dude. Look at me. Zipper.
Mike 52 right here.
Warner to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 10 logo. Hey, team 6. Hey.
Back to the mic.
Now.
Yep.
Take them.
Now a first down throw, Warner. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Warner now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Warner from the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Jerry Rice in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point by Stenerud, up and good. And the lead is now 10-3. Following the touchdown, here's Stenerud to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On second down, Barkley. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, with that incompletion, let's tap into the useless facts file, shall we? 3 guys with the last name Allen got the start in Week 9. Josh in Buffalo, Kyle in Carolina, Brandon in Denver. All 3 got the win, and Charles, it's the first time in league history that 3 QBs sharing the last name won on the same weekend.
How about that? And I think for Brandon Allen, his first start as well, so not bad. Now, throw in the guys who have the same last name and their starts. Let's go to 2000. The Johnsons, Brad, Doug, and Rob. And in 1984, we're really digging deep here. I love this. Dave, Wade, and Mark Wilson. Now, to my recollection, none of them were related. Just all had the same last name. Who would you take, the Johnsons, or would you take the Wilsons?
I'll take the Johnsons because I actually remember them playing. But, oh, I'm sorry, you're getting mad at me for that. But none of them ever won on the same weekend, so we witnessed NFL history this past week.
We certainly did. Great NFL history. At least Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl.
52. Hey, check. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the run.
To throw on 3rd down. Warner. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That was Patrick Peterson from his quarterback spot whirling in for the sack.
Hey, wahoo! 52, Mike 52. Come on, D! No, Mike 52, Mike 52.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. So nursing a slim lead, and that is the opposite of protecting that slim lead.
All I can think here is that head coach, he knows more about what's going on with his team than we do. He must know something's up. Either he has trouble with his punter, right? He's worried about his defense. There's an explanation in there that we're going to ask for after the game, because in this situation, I wouldn't have done that in normal circumstances, but maybe he thought my best opportunity is with my offense.
Yeah, interesting. Back in their own territory. Now we'll see what transpires. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
It used to be that if you were a big wide receiver and the coaches wanted to make you a tight end, you resisted the move. Now it's almost a glamour position because they have the mismatch advantage. Are you going to cover them with a linebacker? They're probably faster. A defensive back? They're going to be bigger. Tight end is the new big-time position.
Let's go, baby.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Warner. That one complete to Okoye. 16 yards is the pickup there and a 1st down for Chicago. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
Weapon. He's checking crack. Go. Go, go.
Now Warner. That'll be caught by Rice. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
There goes Jerry Rice again, racking up catches in bunches. His 1,549 catches, a whopping 224 more than the next closest guy, the great Tony Gonzalez, a terrific tight end.
Kill. Check 4. Go.
Second and 4. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Bravo. Rock it. Hey. Ready.
A run at Sayers right side. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Five. Where's 52?
They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Well, he tried to bounce it outside, but that's obviously not his game. He's too much of a straight line runner.
Yeah, him in the outer third of the field, not a recipe for success. That time a loss. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Warner. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Let's get this. 52's a Mike. Watch Mike. Yep. Mike 52.
Looking to throw. Warner. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Holt. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
Hey, Mike 52. Watch it, Alpha. Yeah. Defense wins championships, baby.
On 4th down, Warner. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back.
We go set. 60 Pittsburgh. 6-6. Pull it high.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 39 yards there, a big one.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Falcons. Saquon Barkley, 38 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
A run. This is Sayers. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Now the penalty, a big assist to this offense. Now it's 3rd and 3.
Go. Check 31, check 31.
They'll try and run for it with Sayers. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. He'll look to throw. Throw complete there to Jerry Rice. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 11 yards there, 1st down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He's back to throw. And caught left side, Olsen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On the draw, it's Sayers. And just shutting him off there. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish. And a mistake on the lateral. It's a loose ball.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. Young. Throw left side complete. That's Holt. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Looking deep for Julio. Oh, wide open, complete. The 20, 10, 5. A big play there on the catch and run. 83 yards. Well, I guess at the very least, they got the tackle from keeping him out of the end zone.
Yeah, you're looking for that silver lining, aren't you? But guess what? Everything changes now after that big play. They've got a chance to strike.
A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee and set up what would be a potential game-winning field goal try.
It's now 3rd and goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. And they take a knee. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory.